Morning students, today we'll start with the next topic, that is what acids and base have in common. Now if you see, this is an activity 2.8. Now in this activity 2.8, you can see here in the activity you have taken different solutions. You have taken an acidic solution, okay. Then we have also taken a solution of glucose and alcohol, and then we have seen whether each of them is conducting electricity or not by this glowing of bulb. Okay, you just go through this activity. The conclusion of the activity is given on the next page. The bulb starts glowing in case of acids, okay, as shown in figure. Okay, you will observe that glucose and alcohol solution do not conduct electricity. Okay, now why this happens? The reason is given that acids, they contain H plus ions. Now H plus ion is a positive ion, it's a cation. Okay, while you have got negative ions like Cl in HCl, they are known as anions. So all these NO3, HNO3, SO4, in H2SO4, these are all negative ions. Okay, similarly you have got HC3, CH3COO. Okay, this is also a negative ion. This is an acetic acid. Okay, now when a cation is present as H plus, this suggests that they are all acids because they produce hydrogen ions. Okay, so this ion, H plus ion, is responsible for the acidic property. So in short, if you see, you have got H plus cation, that is a positive ion that is responsible for the acidic property. Similarly, base also, they conduct like sodium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide. They are known as alkalis. Okay. Now these alkalis are the bases which dissolve in water. They conduct electricity. Now what happens to an acid or a base in water solution? When you are dissolving them in water, what happens? Okay, to their aqueous solution. Just go through this activity very quickly. Okay, and then from this activity, what we conclude is that you have got HCl. Okay, now this HCl, it dissociates into H plus and Cl minus ions. That is what we have seen here earlier. Okay, so it dissociates into positive ion and a negative ion. Okay, now the positive ion is a cation, this is a anion. Now in water, what happens? This H plus ion again combines with the water and it forms H3O plus ion. This is a hydronium ion. Why it happens so? Because the hydrogen ion cannot exist alone. Okay, so they directly combine with the water molecules and they form hydronium ion. Now this hydronium ion, okay, is really responsible for the acidity. So any acid, you will have this reaction, and in general this reaction will be HCl plus H2O giving hydronium ion plus chlorine ion. So you will have two ions, this ion and this ion. You will never have H plus ion, as because it is very unstable. It combines with the water and you will have, instead of H plus ion, you will have this hydronium ion. So you will have hydronium ion and chlorine ion. Similarly for base. Okay, now base like NaOH, when you dissolve it in water, you get Na plus ion and OH minus. Okay, that is for base. Okay, just turn the page. Now when you turn the page, there are two more examples given in your textbook, okay, of KOH and MgOH twice, potassium and magnesium hydroxides. Okay, these are also bases. Similarly, they also dissociated as K plus and OH minus and Mg plus 2 and OH minus ions. So bases, they generate hydroxide ions in water. Okay, and the bases which are soluble in water are known as alkalis. So in general, acids, they form hydronium ion and base, they form hydroxide ions. Okay, now there is a, did you know here that bases which do not dissolve in water, all of them, there are only some bases which dissolve in water and they are known as alkalis. Okay, they are soapy to touch, bitter and corrosive in nature. Okay, now in general, you have a neutralization reaction which you have studied in lower class, that acid plus base gives salt plus water. So how does this occur? You take an acid HCl and you take a base NaOH. Now if you see here, Na and Cl, they combine to form NaCl, and this H and OH you have here like this. So in general, you have an acid HX, that is this, and MOH, that is a base. Okay, so then this X and F, this M combines to give MX, that is NaCl, and you have got HOH. Okay, now this HOH, if you dissociate, you will have H plus and OH minus ions. That gives you water. That is this. So this is salt plus water. That is how neutralization reactions takes place. Okay. Now, whenever you're dissolving an acid and base in water, it's highly exothermic. It releases lots of heat. So you should be very careful how you dissolve it. Okay. Now the acid must be added to the water with a constant stirring. So to the sides you should go on adding acid. Directly water cannot be added to this concentrated solution. Otherwise lot of heat is generated and it may splash out, cause burning, and the glass container may also break due to the excessive local heating. So never add water to the acid. You should always add acid to the water very slowly and continuously stirring. You have a warning sign like this given to the concentrated acids and bases. Okay, so directly water never should be added. Okay, now whenever you mix an acid or a base with water, it results in decrease in concentration of the ions. Which ions? That is hydronium ion and OH ions, which are already present in this acid and base. So when you are mixing water, this decreases per unit volume, and that is known as dilution. Okay, so when you are diluting anything, when you are mixing acid and base with water, you are diluting that. That is definition of dilution. Thank you.